gridiron today. It's Rodgers Packers going up against Carr's Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, apart from a 13-year gap in L.A., we are at the home of the Raiders since 1966. But how much longer will they be playing football in Oakland, California? Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Oakland Raiders. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's got time. Oh, they've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football.
His first carry, he loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
Caught by Cobb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Aldon Smith had an absolute off-the-charts rookie season and continues to be one of the best playmakers at outside linebacker.
On second down, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On first down, Rodgers. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he... And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jared Cook from 3 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And we'll see Oakland take over on offense in a second. And I know these Raiders don't want to hear it, but it's kind of the talk of the town. Such a promising season, looking so good. Carr gets injured, and then they just fall off and lose in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, in fact, when we brought it up, they told us they didn't want to talk about it. Because for them, they just want to look forward. Great year last year. They know about the injuries, Carr getting hurt, etc. But for them, the focus is now, and they think that they can be not just a playoff team again this year, but a Super Bowl contender.
And the last time they were in the playoffs, they were a Super Bowl contender back in 2003 when they fell short in Super Bowl 37. For Murray in the wild card game against Houston, just 39 yards on 12 carries. So now you look at the season all told, just under 800 yards, Charles. He did score 12 touchdowns. What'd you think of his year?
I thought it was an excellent year for him, and I know 1,000 yards is the benchmark. But remember, he didn't play in all of the games. And Oakland became a passing-type team with Derek Carr throwing the ball.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Look at the throw on 3rd and 2. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He finds Roberts, complete. 23 yards on the play.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go, Abram.
Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Throwing his Carr on third down. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Britt. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jameis Olawale, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. This decision, tie game, first half, but here's an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Here's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Rodgers. And Cook has it left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now every time I see Jared Cook catch a ball, what am I thinking of? The catch. The catch against Dallas. And look, Green Bay's had a lot of incredible catches and plays over the years. That one will be forever etched in the minds of Packers Nation.
And he's not a rookie. He's been in the league for a little while. But is that his coming out party or what? Because the whole league fans know who he is now, and what a play he made to help Green Bay move on to the NFC Championship game.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Rodgers to throw once more. Caught left side by Cobb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? First and goal here from the 9. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. 2nd down, the ball up, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, here we go.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd down now following the completed pass.
Hey, we're going to rally. All right, here we go. Hey, we're going to rally.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Carr now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free. And brings up 4th down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. And with the play clock running out, Jack Del Rio is going to take a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Going up top. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Defense showing blitz. Rodgers going to, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know, most defenses 3 levels: D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jared Cook, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, we're going to rally. All right, here we go.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Here's Wolford over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
We ready?
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18. Baby, alert.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, here's Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try the right side with Murray. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Clay Matthews with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles,